The news update: Beavers inspection. Labour Party breaks good news on inspection of electoral materials. See what it said that sparked jubilation. Do welcome to today's news. And also thank you for tuning in to the news. But don't forget that you can subscribe to this channel by clicking on the subscribe button and the bell for more updates. The news details. In the midst of its ongoing battle to reclaim its stolen mandates, the Obi'S Presidential Campaign Council has revealed that the ongoing inspection of electoral materials by its lawyers at the Independent National Electoral Commission is progressing. INEC. The spokesman for Obi'S Presidential Campaign Council, Tinubu, revealed on Tuesday that the party's legal team had begun gathering some relevant information from the materials provided. According to him, progress has been made because the team has begun collecting relevant documents at the INEC office. Remember that the Labour Party promised on Monday that it would protest at all INEC offices across the country if the Commission did not grant its legal team access to the electoral materials used in the presidential and National Assembly elections. However, the party's meeting with the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, on Monday produced positive results as the Commission granted access for the inspection. Yakubu promised that the Commission would provide the legal team with access to the materials and a timeline for the inspection. Tanko said that, in terms of how far the inspection has progressed, they are having some level of progress. No matter the case may be, at least we have started collecting some documents from INEC, which will help our case. Nigeria, according to Tanko, is in such a state that if anybody lies, it will look for another lie to cover it tomorrow. By the third day, he must get another to defend himself. In the process of looking for falsehood to cover up, you will make mistake and the truth will come out. It is a clear-cut decision. Isn't it then better to come out and say the truth in order to sleep well after that? Mr. Tanko emphasized the pledge made by INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu to his party. If I can use the words of the INEC chairman, he said, "We will give you a schedule of how we want to completely conduct this particular process. It is not a one-off thing, but a promise that it will give us all the support we require for us to prosecute our case." That was exactly his words that I just used. The Labour Party's campaign spokesman went on to say that for the time being, the most important thing is for the party to start with what it has, while other supporting documents continue to trickle in as they conduct their investigation, so that they don't miss the timeline of having the case in court in the first place. He went on to acknowledge that his party has lost a lot of time as regards the issue of getting the documents that were required. Ordinarily, we ought to go and get all the information from the state chapters to know exactly the quantum of damage done to the minds of the Nigerian people. In truth, they have destroyed the minds of Nigerian youths. The Labour Party's Presidential Council has brought it to the news that the Beavers inspection has started in a peaceful process. Remember that before now, the INEC chairman decided not to release the electoral materials to the Labour Party, whereby the Labour Party had to go to the courts to tell the court to order the INEC for the release of the electoral materials, as this will serve as evidences for them in the courts. But it is of a good news that the INEC chairman has decided to release the electoral materials. Before now, the Labour Party had said that we are giving them they have just 10 days more, that if they did not release the electoral materials, then they should be ready for protests in all INEC offices in the state. But I think the INEC also does not want protests to happen, so they had to call on the Labour parties to have a meeting with them and release some of the electoral materials. Not all, but at least they claim that it is in process, and they believe that everything will be sorted out very soon. Do you think that the Labour Party and its presidential candidates, Dr. Peter Gregory Obi, will win at last, secure a win at the Presidential Election Tribunal? Or is this a waste of time? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.